Hail, sister.
You saw we're up against Prometheus. His whole thing is how he knows what's going to take place. Makes him quite an elusive one, I guess.
The Titan of Foresight, fighting for the Titan of Time. Perhaps merely against the gods who punished him. He may have his reasons, but he's in my way.
I know precisely what you mean. Though if he truly knows the future, wouldn't he choose the winning side? Careful with him, sister. My mark is yours. All right, I'm off.
You flushed Prometheus out from his hiding spot. Slipped from his chains somehow. Whether he is a pure idealist or merely in it for rebellion's sake, I've yet to ascertain.
His reasons for siding with Chronos seem plain enough. For one, he wants his vengeance on Lord Uncle Zeus and the rest. And for another, he's a Titan himself.
I am a Titaness as well, as his sister Selene, lest you forget. Our lineage need not dictate our loyalties or principles. Although perhaps Prometheus sees otherwise.
Is it true he can see all that is to come?
He's merely mad, perhaps. And in more ways than one.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
He never seemed to lack the smarts, as I recall. Was a right level-headed sort. But now, he's serving Chronos, making mayhem for us here. They say he sees the future, so we must know he won't get away with this.
So we've got Titan problems real close to home. Blasted shame about Prometheus, but then I reckon if Dad chained me up and had an eagle chew me liver every day, I'd be mad too.
The Forge is there. Olympus calls.
We've got more Titan problems than we figured, Em. If Gramps could get Prometheus to take a side, who only knows what else? Ruffled a lot of feathers, haven't we?
Haste.
Prometheus himself leading the assault against us. One of our sole allies amongst Titan kind to become a bitter foe. All because of how we treated him. Or because he knows which side shall be victorious when all is said and done.
I accept this gift.
This is for you.
Draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The Titans never stood together, even when the gods and Chronos first fought long ago. Prometheus, he stood with Zeus back then, but now, his purposes are crossed with ours. Another enemy of my own kind. Now, phase shift.
Together we shine.
Thus we are bound.
Commander, what is the consensus here about Prometheus? If some mortals venerated him, perhaps you and your disciples feel conflicted that he now opposes us.
The Titan who brought fire, reason, good eats, and the arts and stuff to mortal kind. Then faced the vengeance of the gods for all of that. Can't stand the guy, let him have it.
Wait, you can't stand him even though he did so much for you? Though mortals can be difficult to please.
Well, let's see. Has he been nice to you, or has he tried to kill you? So what if he butted us up way back when? Not like he's done much for us lately.
He has tried to kill me.
What have you done?
So hold on, how is it you're going after the Titan of Time way down below, but he's also attacking Olympus way up top? Is he two separate guys, or just the one?
Chronos isn't attacking Olympus personally, Dora. He's just sending his legions there. He has a dangerous commander leading the assault, a different Titan called Prometheus.
A different Titan called Prometheus? Prometheus. Huh.
Yes, the Titan of Foresight. Even you probably know the tale of his punishment for stealing from the gods.
No, it's... I think... Nah, don't worry about it. See you later, Mel.
You sure?
Prometheus.
You must know the Titan Prometheus. I faced him on Olympus. Little wonder he now fights against the gods, having met his doom and lived. Unlike the mortals he supposedly cares for so much.
Prometheus. I took no pleasure in his plight. The gods certainly know how to make an example of someone. Now he seeks vengeance. A favored pattern in the weavings of the fates.
Now that you mention it, his knowledge of the future seems similar to that of your sisters. Do you suppose he's sided with Chronos because he knows Chronos will ultimately win?
I do not wish to speculate, Princess. All I know is the Titan of Foresight never was the violent sort. His experience in captivity must have changed him.
I'll have to change him some more. Let's have a look around.
In my weakest moments, I used to envy Prometheus, even knowing his plight. For he was loved by mortals, having given them the gift of fire from Olympus. I, on the other hand, was hated. It should not have mattered to me, but it did.
Come on, Lord Moros. What mortals think of us is of no consequence. Even if it were, better to be hated than a traitor. Prometheus thinks only of mortals and himself. I'm surprised Chronos would entrust anything to him.
Although I said I didn't wish to speculate, I cannot shake the sense that Chronos values him because so many mortals do. The new golden age he seeks to bring about. An age for mortals, not for gods.
Doubtless all the mortals' problems would be solved.
Impressive work. Prometheus opposes us. Now that one hurts, goddess. Amongst us mortals, he was quite popular. Beloved, even. Gave us the gift of fire. Practically made us who we are.
And in so doing, he violated the will of Olympus. Supposedly, he has the gift of foresight. He ought to have anticipated the consequences of his disobedience.
What makes you think he didn't? All the more reason we admired him. He knew the cost of what he did for us and paid it willingly, or so I choose to think. But all that's in the past. If he's thrown in with Chronos now, he's lost his way.
He's done both.
Fine work there.
You know the great Olympian defender Talos? One of the most ingenious inventions of Hephaestus and a walking work of art, yet utterly unable to distinguish friend from foe.
That disappointing lack of judgment allegedly is not an oversight. Olympus deploys Talos where they want no one to tread, and lately, their own mountain is that place.
Sometimes I think Olympus doesn't have the most cohesive plan for their defense. Isn't Lady Athena herself supposed to be in charge?
Supposed to be, aye. You know your family, goddess. In matters of importance, they all want to get involved.
For their sake, I hope Talos isn't costly to repair.
Prometheus. Titan of Foresight. Yeah.
Hey, is everything all right with you, Dora? I didn't mean to upset you with talks of Titans when last we spoke.
I'm good, Mel. I don't get mad much anymore, really, and don't get weirded out either. It's just... something about the name Prometheus. It's like... it meant something to me.
But Prometheus was imprisoned for eons prior to this point. If you remember him, it's from a while back.
I'd be ancient history. But I hardly remember yesterday. Don't know how come I'd remember something from that long ago. Not that I do remember anything from then, except...
Except what?
Just a feeling. But it isn't great.
Oh, look. Got yet another Titan up against us, huh? Prometheus. One of the smart ones, so they say. And now, an enemy. Could have been on our side had your family not... you know.
Yes, the whole chain him to a mountain so an eagle could eat his regenerating liver for eons thing. Not one of the proudest moments on Olympus, I have to imagine.
Come ask me whether he deserves his vengeance if ever you want to feel any worse about that whole mess.
Watch with the treason, Nem.
Returned from above ground. You somehow reached the mountain of the gods. Clashed with Prometheus himself, he claims. Whichever path you choose, we Titans shall be there.
Good. Then I have every opportunity to slay you all. So you liberated the prisoner of Olympus in exchange for his servitude? I heard Prometheus once had integrity.
Oh, but he has it still, which is the reason he has joined my cause. Besides, who better to lead my strike forces against Olympus than one who was so unjustly wronged by the gods? For I cannot do everything myself.
I'm home.
And not a moment late. The Titan of Foresight confessed that you were able to withstand his fury, to which I said, Prometheus, my good fellow, if you knew this would transpire, why did you not forewarn me? And why did you not prevent it?
Perhaps you overestimate the Titan of Foresight's power to clearly see into the future, along with his strength.
He claims to keep the details of the future to himself, so as not to alter the desired outcome. How convenient. It does not take a genius such as he to know I shall eventually prevail.